power. Ms. Paul, you are in a position of power. You head the Mahila Morcha for the Bharatiya Janata Party, or positions of great importance, Nusrat. And, you know, what, 3.5 lakh votes is what you won in Bashirhat of? So, and put in a position like that, there are a lot of questions which come up. Some warranted, some highly unwarranted. But one of the warranted questions is, what's brought you both here? Why are you here? And what is it that you bring to the table? Because you're young, you represent 65% of this country. Both of you joined Indian politics pretty much the same month in the same year, March 2019, right? And both of you today stand in very different positions where ideology is concerned. But I want to begin with that, and Nusrat, let's go with you. Why, you know, forget about all the questions that come. Why are you here? And what does Nusrat Jahan bring to the table when it talks to that 65% it represents in this country?
Very, very good afternoon to all present here. Thank you, Preeti, for introducing us. Made it sound such powerhouse. And it's always lovely sharing the stage with Agnidi. She's a lovely human being, and I've been very fond of her. So before I start off, so when I got the mail from India Today team that we are going to be discussing on a topic, it read, accidental politicians. That's what it read. It sounded very, very harsh. So I would like to acknowledge and say kudos to the entire team to change it, to change the entire topic of discussion today and make it sound much less harsh. I would like big round of applause to the entire team. I would request you all on my behalf, please. They've actually done this for us. Because being accidental politician sounds very harsh. It sounds slightly mean. So when we talk about the youth today in politics, so politics has always had people from different fields coming together, being celebrated together. When you leave out the youth, a big portion goes missing. A big portion is not being able to raise their voices or cause any influence in the decision-making in the governance of a country. So why would we let that happen? Like, youth in politics is a global phenomenon. Why would India be lagging behind? Why would someone not take the initiative of being a part of active politics in India as a youth? We'll talk about it. There are like n number of reasons why the youth today would stand from far and criticize politics and not want to be completely into it. But again, you see, let's go back in the times of history, be it any Indian freedom movement, or be it any movement to create states or any revolutionary movement, it has all been led, sustained, and inspired by selfless sacrifices of the youth. And me, being part of the youth, I aspire to bring about a change. I probably do not want to change the rulers, but I do want to change the system by which the country is being ruled. And what better way than getting into politics, where me as a youth would not, for politics for me would not just be contesting elections and then winning with a whooping vote of 3.5 lakhs, but the wider perspective is, be the change, be the game changer. It actually gave me the opportunity to take up a lot of issues, to cause a lot of awareness, to bring about a lot of difference in various fields. For instance, education, or for instance, various fields where I can bring about a change, representing the youth of India today. So why wouldn't I do that? I took the initiative, and I'm sure today, with people like us being part of the new age India, there are a lot more younger people who would want to be part of active politics and want to be actively participating in the decision-making of the country. This is what I'm looking forward to. This is what the new India demands. Because the youth is, they are the torchbearers who can free India of all possible social and political evils. And it's time, and it's a high time that we start working towards it. Because, you know, for me, politics is, what do I say? It's, in simple words, it's more conscious and uninterrupted understanding of what? Society and people's issues. For people like us who do not come from hardcore political background, it's just about understanding people's issues. It's about, for example, getting the public sector welfare institutions more democratized. It's about getting the government to reach the disadvantaged. Thus, I want to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor, and thus the government should be available for everybody so that everybody has a dignified and good life. That's what I want to bring to the table.
All right, so like I said, you know, both of you represent 65% of the country, but it's not every day that the likes of both of you can sit here and represent the youth. So there is an advantage from the fields that both of you have come from. But we'll get to that. And Ms. Paul, coming back to what I asked Nusrat, forget about all that's gone down in print and otherwise on the both of you entering politics. In your mind, why are you here, and what does Ms. Agnimitra Paul bring to the table?
A very good afternoon to the lovely audience present here. Thank you, India Today, for giving me this platform, this prestigious platform. I feel so privileged. See, I have been a designer for the last 23 years. This is my 24th year. And very fortunately, Nusrat has been my model, my showstopper.
That's what I was wondering. You know, in an alternate universe,
yes,
you would be the designer and she could be your muse.
Yes.
But, you know, that alternate universe is today's reality, where both of you are sitting on opposite sides of the spectrum, representing two very different
But I would still wear something if she designs for me. Why not? I mean, I wouldn't let opposition or politics come in between personal relationship that I behold with her.
She's
absolutely.
You know, I'll come in. She's designed a really cool mask. Want to wear that?
I would. Which mask are you talking about?
I would love.
I would love to. Mask is all.
That we have designed.
We all need masks for our own protection, and we all need our ideologies to protect ourselves also. So a mask, little more on the neutral grounds, is most welcome, Didi.
So you know, I have always been associated with a number of NGOs and social work. I have been doing with Kolkata Police, with the Loreto Convent School. And I had a school, I was doing a project in Sundarban, you know, where we were teaching stitching to the women over there. And I thought of, you know, probably touching more lives. In 2014, I joined BJP through the, you know, dialing the phone number. But 2019, you know, I thought of doing active politics. That's because, you know, my role model, my icon is my Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and I'm so influenced by the work that he has been doing, you know, especially the projects that he has been promoting, you know, for the women, like the grassroots women, you know, like the toilets that he has been giving, the Ujjala gas, you know, the one-stop center project for the rape victims. And also something, you know, which kind of pushed me into politics was the kind of, you know, killings happening in West Bengal, the rapes happening on the women of West Bengal, which we have been seeing, you know, for the last so many years. And fortunately or unfortunately, you know, I joined in 2019 and I was made the president of Mahila Morcha in 2020. In just 1 year's time. I'm so thankful to my party senior leaders for having the faith on me. But from 2020 till date, Preeti, there hasn't been a single day when I didn't have to rush to different parts of Bengal where a woman or a child hasn't been tortured. So this was again a reason to work for the security of women, to do something for the women, to do something for the people of Bengal, because all these years, they were just not given anything and they were fooled by one government after the other.
Okay. On that very note, taking care of the girl child and empowering the girl child are two very different things. So on that note, I have just one question that I put up in front of all you people, that if the central government really cares about empowerment, then why today Mamata Banerjee's party has 41% of women in the Lok Sabha and 31% in the Rajya Sabha, and the national percentage is just 12. So why are we not getting the women reservation bill tomorrow? Get it in March? Even if the Lok Sabha, the bill gets dissolved in the Lok Sabha, keep it in Rajya Sabha, have a debate, and get over with it. Empowerment is very, very, very important. So we do not really wait for the bills to empower our women here. Bengal is all about women empowerment.
Okay.
Bengal is all about Ma Durga. Bengal is all about being a woman of substance, which is led by a woman of substance today, which is Mamata Banerjee.
All right.
But if a woman of substance, Mamata Banerjee, is leading the government, I'm very happy that she had come to power in 2011, and ordinary women like us, we had a lot of hopes that she would do many things for the women of Bengal. But I would like to ask the audience over here and the thousands and lakhs of audience who have been watching us in television, why is it that NCRB data is not being sent to center from 2018? Why we are #1 in women trafficking? If she is Ma Durga and West Bengal is for women empowerment and TMC is for women empowerment, why is child trafficking #1? Why is acid abuse #1 in West Bengal? My question.
Okay.
And
All right.
Mamta Di has been giving cycles. I really appreciate you all have been giving cycles. But why are those cycles not being made in West Bengal? We have been talking about MSME, cottage industry, give employment to women,
Okay.
give employment
So
to the
if
men.
the cycles
The
are
cycles
not
are being
made in
outside.
West Bengal, why is the opposition taking up the same cycles and moving around
Okay.
from one place to
All
another?
right, ladies, what we did.
See, I appreciate, Nusrat, that cycles have been given, but these are all broken cycles.
Okay.
Some are, of course, working. And
At
the
least
cycles
scooters
been
have
given.
not reached yet.
The cycles have
The
been
mopeds
given
and scooters
for the,
promised
Okay,
by the
ladies,
center
ladies.
haven't reached yet.
Ladies,
At
the
least
cycles have
ladies.
been given for the girls of Bengal to go to
Ladies.
school.
Just
The schools
backstage.
aren't there.
Ladies, just backstage, both of you said, we're not going to fight. It's going to be very cordial.
are
It's going
not
to be very
fighting.
easy.
We aren't fighting
we are
at all.
just
Great.
We are
being
just discussing.
opinionated. We're
We are just
discussing.
discussing.
All right, opinionated, fiery, young, that's exactly what we want. But like I said, in an alternate universe, you could have been the designer, she could have been the muse.
We still can be the same.
Yeah,
But like I said, the designer mask that she was trying to give to you, you don't want to wear that, do you? But having said that.
That is not a designer mask.
Okay.
That is
You
not
wanna
a
just show it to
designer
our
mask.
audience what it
And
is?
I, as the model, I can choose to request my designer to, and I can say that, Didi, I don't like the color.
The mask
I
that
probably
she's-
don't like the color. Just change the color. Bring in more color.
I promise to the audience that I'll make a blue mask with the lotus symbol
Okay, this
in
is what
orange.
Okay, so this is
And
what
what
she
if
Can you
blue
show the
mask
what
with the
she's
lotus
talking
symbol?
about? Okay.
Didi, I hope.
Okay, no, you don't need to wear it. You don't need to wear it. All right, so the fact is, coming back to the 65% of the youth that both of you represent in this country, can the youth leaders that you both are change the political narrative of this country where you stand on such opposite polar divides? Look at for any issue that we've talked about, which is facing your state, which is going into what anybody would easily say is a tectonic election. Let's go one by one. Where you talk about today, the youth in this country is highly divided on each issues that face the center and your state. Let's talk about religion. Nusrat, let's go with you. What happened was about a couple of weeks ago is when Mamata Banerjee was right here and she walked off when chants of Jai Shri Ram echoed, right? Now, religion is subjective. You said that this is not a religious chant, this is a political chant. Where do you stand on this?
I still stand by what I said. Because the question again crops up that why Jai Shri Ram, which is just chanting Ram's name, in our country which says that we have freedom of speech, why would someone get irritated or annoyed? What we don't see is the intention behind using the chant as a political slogan. I had also said that if Jai Shri Ram is not a political slogan, I stand by my words by saying that Ma Mati Manush is not TMC's slogan also. It is just the way you use it to annoy someone because you're making it more political. You're getting religion, using religion as a political agenda just to annoy someone. And moreover, that event wasn't a political event.
All right.
It wasn't a political event.
All right, but okay, I'll get you in. Now, there are different points of views. Some say that religion and politics is intrinsic, you can't divide it. But somebody who's representing a part of the youth which feels, today you do stand by the chant of Jai Shri Ram as your Rath rolls through West Bengal, don't you? What is your take on this?
See, I don't agree with Nusrat that Jai Shri Ram is a political slogan. Ram Ram, Jai Shri Ram, this has been, we have been chanting this for last thousands and thousands of years. Jai Siya Ram or Jai Shri Ram is about prosperity, is about development.
More million Hindu gods.
I just wish my CM would have been little more sporting than, spoiling the entire program on the 23rd and trying to insult our Honorable Prime Minister and spoiling, and not only insult the Honorable Prime Minister, trying to insult Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
She was heckled. It wasn't a political event.
If she is a citizen,
and why was the Honorable Prime Minister silent when a woman was heckled on stage?
If she is a Hindu, if she is a citizen of India, what is her problem in chanting
I think she's more secular than anybody. Bengal has always been very, very secular.
She should have been sporting enough and say Jai Shri Ram. She should have been sporting enough.
36 more million gods say Joy Ma Kali also.
Is not
Joy Ma Kali also.
A political statement.
Can I come?
Say Ganpati Bappa More.
Ma Mati Manush is a political statement. Jai Shri Ram is a slogan of India for the last thousands of years.
Secular, India is just not about Hinduism. India has lot many more religions.
Okay, I want to move on. Okay, I want to move on. The fact
if
is,
Honorable CM can say in an official program, in a government program, la ilaha illallah. If she can say that, then what is the problem in having...
Okay, I want to ask you, Miss Paul, I want to ask you. Are you equally comfortable with Jai Shri Ram and slogans of any other religion?
Absolutely.
You're fine with that?
Absolutely,
Not a problem
yes.
with that.
If you ask me, I am also equally comfortable if you take any god's name.
Okay.
You chant any god's name.
Then why was she so annoyed?
I'm moderator.
Why did she come out of the car and she ran after the children?
Let's go one by one. Madam, let's go one by one. Let's not make it into a television debate. Let's go one by one. Calm down. Can I get you some water?
We're just giving high TRP.
I'm saying, why did the Honorable CM had to get down of the car and run after those children who had said... She's making a fool of herself.
Right. Where we talk about all religions are equal, why was it a problem when Nusrat dressed as Durga to wish everybody I think, Durga Puja, and
yes,
a lot of...
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.